Hooray for Hollywood. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Hellfest. It stars Amy Forsyth, Rain Edwards, Bex Taylor-Klaus, Tony Todd, and more. It is the story of a group of friends that go off to a haunted amusement park called Hellfest. And there is a serial killer that is roaming around, dressed up like one of the guys who's supposed to scare people. You can always tell it's him, though, because of the kind of boots he wears. There's something very specific about his boots. But because it is a Halloween thing and people are being scared by the attractions, and there are people walking around scaring people, nobody notices that there is a killer, a masked killer on the loose. That is until Natalie, played by Amy Forsyth, gets a creepy vibe from this particular guy who seems to be following her. Her friends Brooke and Taylor, Rain Edwards and Bex Taylor-Klaus, just shoo it off as just another guy in the park who is being paid to scare them. But Natalie really thinks that there is something very off about this particular guy, and she turns out to be right. We, of course, know that she's right off the bat because we've seen the stuff that he does earlier. This is a really cheaply made horror movie. I mean, I liked the idea of a masked killer stalking a haunted Halloween amusement park and being able to blend in even when he kills people, because people are expecting, to see scary stuff. What isn't particularly well done is pretty much everything else. The film is rather dull. It takes a very long time, even though the movie is just 90 minutes long, and that includes to the end credits, all the way through the end credits. It feels like it takes forever for anything to happen. And then when things do happen, it takes a while for the next thing to happen. There are a couple of creative kills, if you're into that kind of thing. But the movie just has this sort of ugly, crude feel to it. There's a lot of innuendo or more crude, more direct talk of sex. And there's the person I wanted to die most, Natalie. She doesn't get killed. That would have been a much more interesting story, or at least turn, in my opinion, because Natalie is obviously the lead character. And for her to die fairly early in the film would be a surprise, because they obviously focus on Natalie and her relationship with Brooke and Taylor, and a possible relationship that may develop with a guy named Gavin, played by Robbie Attal. But it just follows a very predictable, dull plot line that never generates any real scares. I can't say other than just the bare bones of the setting and the story that there's much interesting about Hellfest, and that's why I'm giving it 1 star. Sorry, Hellfest. I appreciate you retweeting my first tweet that I was seeing the movie. I don't figure you're gonna retweet my review. Sorry, guys. You can see my complete review at stanthemovieman.com. Listen to The Fractured Frame, a podcast where some friends of mine and I get together and discuss the latest in movie, TV, and streaming news. You can get that anywhere you get podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. And if you'd like to send me an email, you can do that too. StanTheMovieMan123 at gmail.com. Till next time. Later.